here we are. Good. So one more time, grab any props, put on some music. We'll start in a seat whenever you're ready. That seat can look however you need it to look tonight. So you can loosely cross your legs. You can sit on your shins if you want to. You can sit up on a pillow, a folded blanket, or a block. You are also welcome to sit in a chair if that is more comfortable for you. And then once we find our seat here, just take a couple of moments, as we always do, to check in with the physical body. You can wiggle around a little bit. You can roll those shoulders forward and backward. You can rock your head side to side. Just allow yourself to gently come into your space, into this time together physically with a little bit of movement. Certainly, if you're ready for a more meditative posture right away, you're welcome to find stillness. But sometimes a little bit of movement is a nice thing to settle in. We can do a little seated cat-cow if that feels good. Roll shoulders forward and backward. And then when you find that you are ready, you can begin to take some deeper breaths here. You can continue with some movement if you'd like to. Or you can come into stillness. And as you begin to shift your focus to your breath, allow your inhales to expand the front, back, and sides of your rib cage. And elongate those exhales to release and to let go. Full big breaths in. And releasing breaths out. Let's find 5 more full breaths, everybody. Full inhales. And exhales. Two more big breaths. One more big inhale. When you're ready, you can gently blink open your eyes. Nice dignified spine here. Crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. Let's inhale those arms overhead. Press those palms together. And then we'll exhale, thumbs to heart center. Twice more just like that. Inhale, arms overhead, press palms. Exhaling, thumbs to heart center. One more time. Inhale, press those palms overhead. Exhaling, thumbs to heart center. We'll take a little side bend this time. Inhale, arms overhead, press those palms together. And then we'll exhale, gentle side bend to the right here. Continue to root down firmly through those sit bones or those shins, whatever you're sitting on here. And then take another inhale when you're ready. And an exhale. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to center. You can gaze up. Exhaling ourselves over to the left. One more full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale back to center. You can gaze up. Exhaling, thumbs to heart center. We'll place those hands on those thighs or in the lap, whatever feels good. Let's roll those shoulders back. Allow your chest to come forward like our cow pose. You can gaze up if you'd like. Inhale. And then we'll exhale to round those shoulders forward, tucking your belly, and you can look down. Inhale, roll those shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale to round the shoulders forward, tucking your belly. And then one more time, roll those shoulders back, big breath in, chest forward. And then we'll exhale to round those shoulders forward, tuck in your belly. Allowing ourselves to come back to our neutral spine, any shoulder rolls that feel good for you here. And then we'll make our way to a tabletop position when you're ready. Take your time setting it up. Making sure shoulders stack over those wrists. Spread those fingers wide here. You can have your toes tucked under or untucked, whatever feels better for you. And then we'll move through some cat-cow here as we go. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhaling to push the mat away. Inhale, allow the belly to drop, the gaze will lift. Exhaling to push the mat away. One more time, inhale, let the belly drop, the gaze lifts. And exhale to push the mat away. Coming back to our neutral tabletop position here. When you're ready, we'll extend that right leg straight behind us, flex that foot. Find a big breath in. And a breath out. Keep that right leg exactly where it is. We'll lift that left arm up, thumb up towards the sky. Get as long as you can from your left thumb to your right heel. Stay here for a breath. And then if you would like to, you can bend that right knee, reach back with your left hand and grab the foot. This is up to you here. You can stay where we were if that feels better. Find a big breath in. Full breath out. And then we'll inhale to get long. Then we'll exhale back to our tabletop. Stay here for a round of breath, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale that left leg straight behind us. Flex that left foot, square off your hips. Find that breath again. And then when you're ready, we'll extend that right arm forward, getting as long as you can from your right thumb to your left heel here. Find that breath again. Inhale. And exhale. Option to stay or to bend that left knee, reaching back with the right hand to grab the foot. Not required. Find that breath again here. Inhales. And exhales. And then we'll inhale to get nice and long. We'll exhale ourselves back to our tabletop position here. Set those knees about 5 inches behind those hips. Restack your shoulders so that they're over those wrists. Tuck your toes under. Find a big belly breath in. Exhale, hips to sky for downward facing dog. Check it out. See how it feels today. You can bend and straighten those knees if you want to. You can wiggle your hips. Whatever you need here. Let's take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, we'll send those hips up a little bit higher. Walk with our baby steps towards the top of the mat here. Coming into a forward fold once you arrive. As much of a bend in those knees as you need. And then we'll bring our hands to our shins. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhaling to fold down. Twice more, everybody. Hands to shins on an inhale. Flat back. Exhaling to fold. One more time. Hands to shins. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold down. Root down firmly through both feet, bringing ourselves all the way up to standing here. Press those palms together overhead. Take a big breath in. You can gaze up. Exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Beautiful, let's flow. Here we go. Inhale, palms press overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. As we exhale, plant those hands firmly. Let's take it back to downward facing dog. Finding a breath here. And a breath out. We'll inhale ourselves forward to a high plank. Pause here for a second. Shoulders over wrists. Zip up your belly. And then we're gonna drop those knees straight down and then come down to chest and chin. Untuck your toes, find a baby cobra. Roll those shoulders back, press firmly through both hands. The pelvis is heavy. And then we'll take an inhale. And then we'll exhale ourselves to a downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. Big breath in. Full breath out. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling. Find those square hips here. As you exhale, carefully step that right foot forward. Drop that back knee down. Let's come into our first low leg lunge of today's practice. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Your left knee should be behind your left hip. And then we're going to do everything we can to square off those hips. Torso's nice and tall. Shoulder blades on the back. And then reach those fingertips up. Let's take 3 breaths here. Find one more breath, everybody. Inhale. As we exhale, left hand down, right fingers to the sky. Let's take our first twist today. 3 breaths. One more breath. Let's inhale here. And then we'll exhale to unwind. Tuck those back toes under, lift that back knee, and then we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in. And a breath out. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling when you're ready. Nice square hips here, everybody. Exhale to step that left foot forward, dropping the back knee down. Finding our low leg lunge on this side. Take your time setting up your alignment here. Left knee is on top of that left ankle. Square hips. Melt those shoulder blades down. Let's find those 3 breaths. One more breath. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale that right hand down, left fingers to the sky, taking our twist to this side. Good. 3 breaths here. One more breath. As we exhale, carefully unwind. Plant both hands firmly, lift that back knee off the mat, and then we'll step it back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale those hips a little bit higher. Take our baby steps here to the top of the mat. Finding our forward fold. Once you arrive, again, bend those knees as much as you want to. Bringing hands to shins. We'll do this one time. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Bringing it all the way up to standing. Press those palms together overhead. Once you arrive, you can gaze up. Big breath in. Exhaling, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, fold all the way down. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, bring it up halfway. Exhale to plant those hands firmly, take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Find a breath in. And a breath out. Inhaling ourselves forward to a high plank here. We're gonna exhale full body all the way down to the belly. Little shoulder blades back. Baby cobra is great. If you are ready to press up into full cobra, you can do that too. Those feet are down. Pelvis is heavy. Roll shoulder blades back and down here. I've talked enough. We can find another breath in. And then we'll exhale those hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Full inhale. And an exhale. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling. We have those square hips here. Exhale to step that right foot forward. Keep your back knee lifted this time, everybody. Make sure your right toes point forward, stack that right knee, and then we'll come up into our first full-size crescent lunge. Beautiful. Good. Square hips, melt shoulder blades down. Fingertips reach up. Settle in for 3 breaths. Staying strong in those legs. Inhale here. We're going to upright twist on our exhale. So keep the shoulders over those hips. Rotating torso towards the right here. Reaching arms forward and backward. Stay strong in those legs. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more breath here, my friend. Inhale. As we exhale, left hand down. Keep the twist, right fingers to the sky. Super strong legs. Inhale. And then we'll exhale to unwind here. Plant both hands and then step it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling that left leg towards the ceiling. We've got square hips here. Exhaling to step it forward. Keep that back knee up, everybody. Stack left knee on top of left ankle. Torso comes up when you're ready. Nice square hips. Shoulders over hips. Crown of head reaches up. 3 breaths here. One more big inhale. As we exhale, we'll take our upright twist here, opening the torso open to the left. Stay strong in those legs here. Reach arms forward and backward. Big breath in. Full breath out. Find another inhale. Exhaling, right hand down, left fingers to the sky. We've got our twist. Good, find your breath. Inhale. As we exhale, we'll frame that front foot. Plant those hands firmly, my friends. Step it back to downward facing dog. Good, let's find that inhale. And that exhale, we'll send those hips up a little bit higher. You can take your baby steps or one big step to the top of the mat here. Forward fold once you get here. Hands come to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing here. Press those palms together overhead on your inhale. And then we'll exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, bring those feet all the way together. The cat might be in the way. You might not be able to see my feet, that's okay. Chair pose, Utkatasana. You can start with hands on hips if you'd like to. Make sure you can see your toes. Square hips here, and then you can keep hands here if you prefer, or you can sweep those arms all the way overhead. Let's find those 3 breaths again. One more breath, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to stand all the way up. Press your palms together. Gaze up. Exhale to fold forward over those legs. Bringing hands to shins. Inhale. Come on up halfway. As we exhale, plant those hands firmly. Let's take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Find a big breath in. Full breath out. The inhale brings us forward to a high plank here. And then you have an option. We've dropped knees down. We've gone to the belly. If you want to hover in a chaturanga, you are welcome to that. Baby cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog on an inhale. And then exhaling, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Let's find that breath again, everybody. When you are ready, inhaling the right leg towards the ceiling, square hips here. Exhale to step that right foot forward. We're going to find our crescent lunge again on this side. We've been here before. Check that alignment here, everybody. Shoulders over hips. Nice tall torso. Nice strong legs. Settle in. Big breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. Exhale, let's find that upright twist again here. And then this time you can stay here, or that right hand can find that left hamstring. And then you'll pivot those left fingers back. Full expression. Find those inhales. And exhales. And then from wherever you are, inhale back to crescent lunge, reach those fingers up. This time we're going to pivot that left foot down, coming into warrior 2 on our exhale, right into it. Beautiful. So that right knee's on top of that right ankle here. I'm a little long here. Press firmly through both feet. Yeah, there we go. Square hips, shoulders over hips. Arms are straight and strong. Settle in. 3 breaths. One more breath, my friends. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale those arms overhead, straighten your right knee. You can gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, back to warrior two. Twice more, breath and movement. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale to warrior two. One more time, inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, warrior two, stay here. One more round of breath, inhale. As we exhale, we're gonna cartwheel those hands down, square off those hips, and step ourselves back to downward facing dog. Find your breath again. And then when you're ready, inhaling that left leg towards the ceiling, square hips here. Exhale to step that left foot forward, back knee stays lifted. We're finding our crescent lunge again on this side. Good. Shoulders over those hips, everybody. Square hips, tall torso. Strong legs. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. As we exhale, we're going to open up with our twist to the left. And then again, you're welcome to stay here. This is beautiful. Or that left hand can find that right hamstring. Reach those right fingers behind. Find that breath. One more big inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale ourselves from wherever you are back to crescent lunge here. Exhale, open up to warrior two, left side. Good, so press firmly through both feet, everybody. Left toes are pointing forward still. Square hips. Arms are straight and strong. 3 breaths. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale, reaching those arms overhead, press palms together, straighten that left knee. Exhaling back to warrior two. Twice more. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, warrior two. Find your breath again. Inhale. And then we'll exhale to cartwheel those hands down, square off those hips, and step ourselves back to downward facing dog. Good. We're going to take 3 breaths here, everybody. If you would like a child's pose for 3, you are welcome to that. If you're in child's pose, come on back up to downward facing dog. And then from here, we'll send those hips a little bit higher. You can walk, you can step, you can float to the top of the mat. Don't hit the dresser. Forward fold once you get here. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing when you're ready. Press those palms together overhead. You can gaze up, you can back bend. Exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose. Tadasana. Good, bring those feet together again if they're not already there. Chair pose, round 2, hands on hips, or you can sweep those arms overhead right away. Make sure you can see those toes, everybody. Ankles together, calves together, thighs together. 3 breaths. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come all the way up, press those palms together, you can gaze up. Exhale to fold forward over those legs. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, let's come up halfway. Exhaling to plant those hands firmly, let's take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Find a big inhale. Full exhale. Coming forward to a high plank on your inhale. You can drop knees down, you can come down to the belly, or you can chaturanga, dandasana. Baby cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog on your inhale. And then your exhale sends the hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Let's find that breath again. When you're ready, inhale that right leg towards the ceiling, square hips. Exhaling to step it forward. Let's pop up onto those fingertips here, everybody. So try to square off those hips first, and then we're going to straighten that right knee, coming into the first round of hamstring stretches on this side. So you can keep this foot down if you'd like to. You can lift those front toes up, whatever feels better for you. Keeping that foot down can actually help stretch the front of the shin here. So if you need that stretch, that's great. Popping those toes up can help stretch out the calf a little bit more. Lots of options there. Let's find that breath. One more inhale, everybody. Keep those square hips here. Staying for the exhale. We'll bend gently into that right knee. We're going to step our left foot about halfway forward. Now coming into pyramid pose. So those right toes continue to point forward. Your left toes can be out slightly. If you can find fingertips or flat palms, if you want to be up on your shin, if you want to use some props, you're welcome to any of that. We want to square off those hips here. Yes. Good. Let's find that breath again. One more big breath, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to head to standing split. So you're going to put a little bend in your right knee. You're going to walk your hands about 5 inches in front of that right foot. Send your left leg to the sky. Standing split here. So try to square your hips off. We don't want to open up for this one here. So square those hips, even if you have to lower the leg. Fingertips are great. Flat palms are great. A block is also great if you want to use it, right? Great. Okay, 3 breaths here. If you want to play, you can put one hand on your calf. You can put the other hand on your calf. You can put both hands on your calf. One more breath, my friends. Inhales. Exhales. And then that left foot's carefully going to meet that right foot at the top of the mat. Forward fold. You can bend and straighten those legs here for a second if you want to. Woo. And then we'll bring hands to shins, finding stillness with the lower body. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we'll exhale to plant those hands firmly. Let's take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out, shake it out, find your breath. Now when you're ready, inhaling left leg towards the ceiling. Nice square hips here, everybody. Exhaling to step it forward. Pop up onto those fingertips here to get your alignment. We want to square those hips to get us started here. And then we're going to straighten that left knee coming into the hamstring stretch on this side. So check it out. Again, fingertips, flat palms. You can use your blocks. You can keep your front foot flat or pop those toes up if you'd like to. Let's find those 3 breaths. Square hips. One more breath, everybody. Inhales. And exhales. And then we'll put a gentle bend in that left knee. Step our right foot about halfway forward here, coming into pyramid pose on this side. So your left toes continue to point forward. Right toes are out slightly. Again, if you want to use blocks, you can. You can come up onto that shin if you want to. And again, we got to square those hips off. Good. 3 breaths. One more breath here. Let's inhale. And exhale. And then we'll put a gentle bend in that left knee. Place those hands about 5 inches in front of those left toes. Take that right foot to the sky for standing split on this side. Good. So again, try to square off your hips here, even if your leg doesn't go up as high. We don't want to open up here. And then fingertips, flat palms, any props you need to lean on here, totally okay. And then you can play with your balance if you want to. One more breath, my friends. Inhale. And exhale. And then right foot meets left at the top of the mat. Bend and straighten those legs. Woo! And then we'll bring hands up to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. And then we'll exhale to plant those hands. Let's take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Check it out. If you would like a child's pose here, again, you are welcome to it. We're going to take 3 breaths. One more breath, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. If you're in child's pose, come on back up to downward facing dog. And then we're all going to send those hips a little higher. You can walk, you can step, you can float to the top of the mat. Forward fold once you get here. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing. Pressing those palms together overhead. You can gaze up, you can back bend. Exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. We're going to take dancer's pose today, everybody, because we need it, whatever that means. We need it, right? So let's have a little fun. I'm going to come back to the middle of my mat to give myself more space, front and back. You can stay at the top of your mat if you want, or you can back up a little bit. No big deal either way, all right? So let's root down firmly on that left foot first. Hands on hips to get us started. We're going to bend the right knee. So you're going to take your right heel towards your butt here. This might be enough of a balance challenge and you can totally stay here. All right, if you want to work towards dancers, we will take that right hand, thumb starts up, and then you're going to rotate so that the thumb goes out and then your palm faces out to the right side of the room. And then you're going to reach to the inside of that right foot. So now my right hand is on my inside arch. From here, you can take that left arm up if you'd like to. Great option. And then you can stay here, or you can start to work a little bit more of an expression of dancers, kicking foot into hand, hand into foot. Square hips are super hard here if you can get them. That is the goal. Rooting down firmly through that left leg, everybody. Let's find 3 breaths. One more breath. And then we'll carefully make our way back up. Whoop. Just drop that right foot down, no big deal. Good, and we'll shake it out. We'll take it to the other side. Not very graceful, that's okay. All right, so root down firmly through that right foot here. Hands on hips to start, get your balance. You can bend in to that left knee. You can keep your right hand on your right hip for now. And then that left hand, the thumb starts up, and then you rotate yourself so that your left palm faces out. And then you grab onto the foot. So my palm is on the inner arch of my left foot. From here, you can stay here. Right arm can come up. Or you can start to work into more of a dancer's expression here. Leaning forward. Kick your foot into your hand into your foot. Square hips are tough here, but we can try. Woo. There goes the cat. One more breath, my friends. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully coming all the way up to standing. And we'll place that left foot down. Good. Shaking it all the way out here. Woo. And then we'll make our way back to the top of our mat when you are ready. Inhale those arms overhead. Press palms. Exhale to fold forward over those legs. Bringing hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. And then we'll exhale to root those hands down, take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Let's find a big inhale. And a full exhale. Inhale ourselves forward to a high plank here. You can drop your knees, you can come all the way to the belly, or you can Chaturanga Dandasana. Baby cobra, full cobra, or upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, hips to sky for downward facing dog. Let's find that breath, everybody. Inhales. And exhales. Inhaling ourselves forward again to a high plank. We're going to do a one plank series here today, everybody. Pivot those heels to the right. Root down firmly through that right hand. Bring your left hand to your left hip as you open up the torso to the left. You can drop your bottom knee down if you want to. Great place to be. You can keep your feet staggered. You can pop your top foot in front if you want to, or you can stack those feet on top of each other. Left arm can come up when you're ready if you want to. And then you can take any side plank expression you want to here today. 3 breaths. And then carefully make your way back to high plank. We'll take it to the other side. Pivot those heels to the left. Root down firmly through that left hand to right hip. Set yourself up so bottom knee can come down. Feet can stagger. Top foot can move forward. You can stack your feet. Right? Lots of options. And then right hand can stay on hip, or you can bring it up. 3 breaths. Making our way back to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. If you would like a child's pose here, you can take it. We'll take 3 breaths. And then if you're in child's pose, come on back up to downward facing dog. Let's all find a big breath in. Find a breath out. Inhale that right leg towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee and open up your hip here. Square off those shoulders. Big hip opener. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale to square off those hips. We're going to exhale to step that right foot to the outside of the right hand here, coming into lizard lunge here. So you can drop that back knee down if you want, or stay elevated tonight. That's up to you. Think about hugging this right inner thigh in here. Your whole right foot is on the floor. Right toes point forward. And then you can hang out right here. You can drop down to those forearms if you want to. Let's find 3 breaths. And then if you're on those forearms, my friends, come back up to your hands. When you're ready, you're going to step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, and we're going to come right into yogi squat here. Yes, good. So I do like to face this way so I can see you guys a little bit. Flatten those feet down. Wiggle those feet out as wide as you need to get them flat. And then use your glutes to take those knees out. Even if your hips come up a little bit, that's okay. Woo, there we go. Palms can come together. You can find another arm expression if you want to. We're going to do 2 yogi squats today, so this is just the first one. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Plant those hands down, send your hips up to the sky. You can wiggle it out a little bit. I'm going to go back to the top of my mat here. And then if you want to heel toe your feet into hip distance, hands come to shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to root those hands down, step it back to downward facing dog. Let's find a big inhale.
Full exhale. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. Bend that left knee. Fan open the hip. Try to square your shoulders. And then we'll inhale to square off those hips, extend that left leg behind. Exhale to step your left foot to the outside of your left hand here. That back knee can stay up, or you can drop that back knee down, lizard lunge on this side. Your choice. Make sure that that left foot is flat, left toes are forward here. Hug your inner left thigh in. Yes. And then you can stay on hands or come to forearms. Let's find those 3 breaths. You're on those forearms, come on back up to those hands. And then when you're ready, we're gonna step our right foot to the outside of our right hand here, coming right into yogi squat. Round 2. So same setup here. I'll come this way again. Good, use your glutes, use your glutes, use your glutes. And then from here, you can stay. You can play a little bit, right? We've played here before. If you want to go into crow pose from here, you're welcome to do the arm balance. It's up to you. Let's take a few extra breaths to give everybody the option of going where they want to go. 5 breaths from here. One more breath, my friends. Inhale. Exhale. And then when you're ready, plant those hands on the ground. Send your hips up to the sky. Oh my gosh. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. Let me head back to the top of my mat. If you want to heel toe your feet into hip distance again here, go for it. And then let's bring hands to shins. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, stepping it back to downward facing dog. Let's do one more vinyasa here, everybody. When you're ready, inhale forward to a high plank. Exhale to the belly or chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Find your inhale. Exhale, hips to sky. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Big breath out. Then we'll send those hips a little higher. You can walk, you can step, you can float to the top of the mat here. And then we're gonna bend those knees, bring those butts all the way down, coming right into boat. A little bit of core work to finish today. So, hands on hamstrings, great place to be. Think about getting that chest up towards the ceiling here. You can stay here, or you can release the arms, that's up to you. You can also straighten the legs if you want to, also up to you. My hamstrings do not want to do that today, so I'm going to stay right here. 3 breaths. One more breath, everybody. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll wrap those forearms around those shins. Take a breath in. Exhale as you make your way onto your back. Woo! You can make some circles with those knees if you want to. All right, and then when you're ready, we're gonna plant those feet firmly. We're gonna do one bridge pose today. So your feet should be about hip distance apart here. Root down through both of those feet. And then we're gonna press into those triceps as we start to lift our hips up. So press into your triceps, press into your feet. Take your hips up as high as you can. You can stay here, or you can start to walk your shoulder blades together a little bit more. And then if you want to take those arms down onto the mat, you're welcome to that. Press those feet into the ground. Press those hips up. 3 breaths here. And we'll very slowly release ourselves back down to the mat here. You can rock those knees gently side to side. And then we'll make our way back to center. I'm just going to call for the basic twist here. If you have a twist that you prefer to take tonight, you can certainly do that. Let's let those arms take up as much space as we need to. Find a big inhale. As we exhale, let those knees fall to the right here. Gentle twist. Again, if you want another variation, you're welcome to it. Let's find 3 breaths. And then we'll inhale to bring those knees back to center. Exhale, gently let your knees fall to the left. Again, whatever twist shape you want. 3 breaths. And then we'll inhale those knees back to center. Let's draw those knees in towards the chest, reach in between those thighs to grab onto the toes, the arches, or the ankles for a happy baby pose here. 3 breaths. You can rock side to side or you can stay centered. And then gently allow yourself to come back to center here. You can extend those legs straight up towards the ceiling if you'd like to. Draw those toes towards your face. If you'd like to make your way over to the wall for legs up the wall, you can certainly do that, or any other postures you want to take this evening. We have a few minutes to find those poses that you need, so take your time. Continuing to work with that breath. If you want to go up into wheel pose, those shoulders and hips are open enough to do so. If you've taken a twist over to one side, make sure you take that twist to the other side. And then if there's any other transitional postures you'd like to find today, bottoms of the feet together, knees out wide. If you'd like to make your way over to the wall, taking legs up the wall to finish out today's practice. And certainly if you are ready for full Shavasana, let those legs extend long, feet coming to the width of the mat. Head, shoulders, and hips are heavy. And then find a big inhale. Exhaling into the support of the earth beneath you, and enjoy.
Let's find a full breath all the way in. And a big breath all the way out. Gently beginning to wiggle those fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles. You can rock your head side to side. And then when you feel ready, gently extend those arms all the way overhead, getting as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes here. Finding a big inhale. As you exhale, gently draw your knees in toward your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, finding a big hug. Gently making your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position here. We'll take a moment, as we always do in this posture, to call to mind who in our lives we are grateful for. With a heart full of gratitude, use both hands to bring you up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like and feels like for you. Palms coming gently together at heart center. Eyes open or closed, your choice. We'll close out our practice time together with one more full round of breath. Let's inhale. And exhale. The light inside of me loves and honors the light inside each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Courtney,
Thank
so
you,
much.
Courtney.
Thank you so much. So
I
good.
don't know. My camera's so dark, but I am here.
That's okay. I know you're here. It's all good. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you and the practice. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody.